Official Pokemon colors that are wrong by MandJTV. Now, I've watched their content for a number of years. I haven't really recently, but I remember really loving his their content. We talked about this recently with like Dialga being some weird color that it wasn't supposed to, and someone mentioned this video, hence why we're here. I'm ready for the aneurysm.
Greetings, Poke fans! Michael here, and did you know that Pokemon have officially designated colors? If you didn't know,
I appreciate the
that wouldn't surprise me. They're basically only used as a search method in the Pokedexes, and they're not even in every generation's Pokedex. But
Sure.
They are official designations within the main series games, and I'm making this video today because some of them are kinda weird. A little while ago, my very wonderful patron, Benjamin Lambert, sent me this message that said, "Hey Michael, I had an idea I thought might make a fun Pokemon video for your channel. I was looking through the Pokedex on home and noticed you can filter by color. And a lot of Pokemon seem to be in categories that don't make sense, like Applin being primarily green or Druddigon being primarily red."
Oh no. I'm gonna get a headache by the end of this. This is gonna hurt to watch, isn't it? No, MandJTV is gonna do a good job. Like that much is certain. The colors are gonna throw my brain for a loop.
I thought it might be fun to go through the whole dex and point out which ones probably fit in better somewhere else. So, put simply, that is what I will be doing in today's video, going through the Pokedex on Pokemon Home and seeing which Pokemon are designated as a particular color that doesn't make very much sense. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel because apparently 64% of my watch time comes from people who are not subscribed.
Bam, better than 64. I'm not one of them 64%. Links in the description down below, as always. Wink, wink.
Hop to it, and let's dive into finding out some Pokemon whose colors don't make really any sense. So here we
I am actually kind of jealous of his plushies in the background. I'm very jealous of the primals, like his Primal Kyogre and Groudon on the back. I have a flexible skeleton like Mega Rayquaza plus that's moved around with me a couple times, but I want to have a permanent office set up where I can actually have like some Pokemon plushies. That'd be really cool.
We are on my Pokemon Home Pokedex, and I'm able to look through the color data for all Pokemon because I've completed it.
Legend.
Except Cubfu.
Really?
I didn't think to move
that's fair.
Cubfu from my sword into Pokemon Home
that makes sense.
Before evolving it. So I don't have that dex entry, but it's fine. I looked it up. It's designated as gray, which is, it's normal. It's not interesting. Plus, I can get this entry later whenever I play through Shield.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fine. This is a bit of a tangent, but I still don't know what to do with my Shield. I bought it alongside Sword when it came out, but Sword I downloaded, and Shield I bought the cartridge. Yeah. And I'm not even unsealed the package. I haven't touched the game because I haven't really known what to do with it.
So I was unironically having this conversation again, unironically at a GameStop, where we were talking about. I was with my buddy. He was going through the Pokemon singles there because they have that now, and we were just having a three-way conversation with him and the dude at the counter about like sealed Pokemon product. Where like if you say got a sealed box of like I don't know like Journey Together like whatever like I think a sealed box out of the Pokemon TCG. And, like, you kind of run into this weird thing where it's like you buy it, but it's almost better to leave it sealed, which feeds into the scalper problem and feeds into, like, lack of product problems. Because then if you open it and you pull garbage, you've lost value. And I hate that this is the current, like, understanding. This is from the TCG side specifically. This is obviously the video games. But even then, sealed video games, right? Like, I got sealed Sun and Moon. I didn't know it was sealed at the time, the Sun and Moon double pack for, like, $80, and I'm just like looking at this kind of scared to open it because I'm like, if I open this loses value, even though I bought this thinking it wasn't sealed, and now I can't open it because it loses value if I unseal it. And I feel this.
I'm like, do I play through regularly on my own time and just use Pokemon I think are cool that I didn't use on my team in Sword and wanted to use on a team? Or should I make some kind of content about it? Like
I guess this
a
is
Let's
also
Play
new, yeah.
or a playthrough challenge video, a playthrough challenge Let's Play, or should the Let's Play just be
Right.
my regular playthrough? Would anyone even watch that? I don't know. I'm going on too long about this, but if any of you guys have any suggestions for how you would want to see me play through Shield, if you would at all, saying you wouldn't care is fine. Just let me know down in the comments below if you see somebody else suggest something you like, upvote their comment, you know. I'm crowdsourcing my decisions here. But anyway.
That's kind of where I'm at, because like I have the VOD channel, obviously, where I've tried uploading a couple Pokemon things, and I have so many games I have to get through because I want to backlog each of the mainline entries as VODs, and I'm just kind of sitting there like, do I do challenge runs? Do I just do casual runs? I don't feel good enough to do Nuzlocks. I feel that as somebody who's tried to do VODs on Pokemon because I have way too many Pokemon games to play through right now. I feel that.
Let's filter these Pokemon by color.
I'm ready.
Oh, it was near the top. There you go. Color. Now, the first thing you'll notice here is that there is no orange, and I hate that. You got the primary colors, red, blue, yellow,
green,
and then you've got
yellow.
only 2 of the secondary colors, purple and green. Like, why is there no orange?
Did no one study art theory at Pokemon? Like, what happened here? How is this missed? What is happening?
According to the Bulbapedia article, a lot of orange Pokemon end up designated as red.
Trapinch is not red.
Or as brown, which is not like the red
No.
and brown are distinctly different. So like according to this, Charmander and Voltorb are both red. Charmander is not red, Charmander is orange.
Yeah.
So that's an immediate flaw with this method, but we're just gonna have to keep that in mind. So essentially if a Pokemon is orange, it can count as red or as brown just due to the limited system they created. But if we look here, yeah, they're Charmander, orange. Charmeleon's very red, another
Sure.
orange one. Vileplume is interesting. So the color
Sure, the Rafflesia petals are red. That's like saying Druddigon is red. Sure, its head is red. I would more easily classify this as blue.
designations are basically whether or not it's basically the most prominent color on them. And Vileplume, yes, red is very clearly a prominent color, but so is blue. It's like kind of 50-50. So I guess the flowers are, we'll let this one slide. Paris is reddish orange. You are very red. You are orange. You are orange. You two are very red. Oh, okay, I'm not sure I agree with this. I think Goldeen is more white than it is red.
What? Looks at Goldie. They might be keeping evolution lines. That might be the concept here. Not that I agree with it, right? But Electrode and Voltorb, Goldeen, Seaking, Paris, Parasect, Charizard, Charmander, Charmeleon, right? Like all of those, like they're keeping in the evolution lines. So they might be fitting the evolution lines in general, all within an overarching color, which would be kind of dumb if I'm being honest. Like, why would you do that? But I don't know.
/ orange. I think Goldeen should have been put in the white
Like
category.
white, yeah.
Also, I wanted to say, I considered scripting this video. I'm like looking it up and scripting it afterward, but then I decided against it because I thought it would be more fun to capture my reactions for the ones that just don't make any sense.
Oh, yeah.
So that is why you're just getting me talking off the top of my head.
I feel that.
Seeking, again, it's a lot of white. Yeah, it's closer than Goldeen, but still I'm not sure about this. Jinx
I am more okay with that. Sorry, I'm more okay with that being like orange.
could be purple as well, but it's mostly red, so this is fine. Magmar, yeah.
Hear me out. So they don't open up the entire Jinx controversy again. They have to make it red because it's technically not purple as per its base model in like what RBY or even RG, red and green, right, over in Japan, because that is not the original Jinx model.
Red's fine. You are red.
You're orange.
You are orange. You are red, 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 orange, red, red.
Nope. They're not. See, they're not even doing it because Spinarak's not with Ariados. Obviously, Spinarak is green. So clearly, they're not even keeping evolution lines intact, which makes sense. That's logical because like they're gonna change colors. Like Remoraid and Octillery aren't the same. Dude, this is blowing my mind.
Red, red. What? Dude, what? This thing is pink.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's hot pink. It's not like pale pink like Clefairy, but I don't agree with putting this in the red category.
No, I disagree.
Magby, red enough. Ho-Oh.
Sure.
Yeah, Ho-Oh's red enough. Torchic.
Orange.
Orange. Well, half orange, half yellow. Honestly, I would have put Combuskin in yellow. If there's no orange, just go with the other color. Blaziken, very red. Wurmple, red. Again, hot pink.
Even in the Gen 3 sprites, because I mean, I feel it's kind of, yeah, I mean, this is like a very vibrant pink. Like going back to like Gen 3, it's not red. It's not. Like how do we get these classifications? I don't understand this.
I feel like Medicham should have been in the pink. Yeah, I don't think I agree with that. Wow, Carvana really is equal parts red, blue, and yellow. It's the Gen 1 Pokemon. That's in Gen 3.
Yeah.
Orange.
Closer
to red. You are very red. You
sure,
are orange.
Groudon is.
Hell yeah. Well, Sun, yeah. Red. Very orange. Close enough. Excuse me? These are pink, okay?
How dare you say my Trash Coke Burmy and Wormadam are red? They are very clearly pink, and that's why I unironically love it. Get it out of red.
Like the other ones, like Medicham and Porygon 2 is like, okay, it's hot pink. It's closer to red than like pale pink. These are so clearly pale pink. These are so pink. How are these in red? This is ridiculous. Magmortar's.
What is the logic here? Like I'm trying to think through this, right? I'm having to like Picard facepalm here. Like what is the logic here? Like, is it that pink and red and orange were kind of all like sucked up into red as like the archetype, the red archetype containing red, orange, and pink? Because I guess that would make sense. But why have... this just feels so strange. This feels like underclassification rather than overclassification. And I mean, Pokemon itself was based off of, from inception, right? Like, catching bugs in a forest, thus leading into Pokemon, right? Like, it was based on classification, like, since inception of the series, right? Hey, go fill out your decks, right? Like, go fill this out. Go find a Rattata in the field. Go catch the Rattata. This is what tells you about Rattata. Like from inception, we've had classifications. This feels like underclassification, and this is throwing me off.
Red, yeah. Porygon Z, same color as Porygon 2, makes sense that it's here. Orange,
very orange.
Red.
That's red.
Yeah, red. Yeah, it's red.
Yeah.
Its clothes
Venipede,
are white. Red. Yeah. Pretty red. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, those make sense.
Not seen any I disagree
orange.
with. Honestly, you could have gone in gray, but I think it's fine. I guess. Well,
I think I go orange because much like Vileplume, where I say blue with Vileplume, like Vileplume's Rafflesia petals, yes, are a part of it, but it's like your arm versus your body, right? I don't know. How do I word that? Like if your torso and face were like spray painted green, but your arms were spray painted red, right? Like, I don't know. I would default to green personally as to color classify you. With like Dwebble, it's like, sure, it's orange crab with the stone shell, right? But it's not. The shell is technically a part of it, like it lives inside the shell, but like the creature itself is orange. Is how I kind of look at these things.
Okay, is the rock part of its body? Technically, no. So I guess that's fair.
Technically,
you are the same situation. Very orange. That's trending on pink territory. You too.
Pink, blue, somewhere in there.
I think I would have put you in pink.
Yeah.
And then, okay, here's the one that Benjamin mentioned, Druddigan.
Like, why? Like, I guess the face and the spines, I guess? This is clearly blue, my guy.
Yes, Druddigan has red on its body. It's supposed to be the most prominent color, blue is absolutely the most prominent color on Druddigan.
Yeah.
It should not be in the red category.
Agreed.
Just because its face is red doesn't mean the rest of it is. Good with this. Good with that.
Sure.
Yeah, it looks less red than it actually is because you can't see the backside of the close wing, but Braviary's got a lot of red on it.
Yeah. Jigglypuff viewed from above status, it would look red.
Heat more, yes. Oh, this is
Orange.
Bruh. You two are yellow.
Oh,
like yeah, the ears are orange
fair.
and orange a lot. It clearly goes into red, but these should absolutely be in yellow. Delphox
red.
is much more red than Braixen or Fennekin. I don't know if they just put the first two in red because Delphox was, but they really shouldn't be here.
It really feels like they did lump some evolution lines. Okay, that's cheating though. That's cheating with some of the regional forms like Castform Sun and Vivillon, whatever this color is, modern pattern. Okay, this is cheating because now we're using forms.
I only have a couple of them, but these two are both red, so they're fine. Tyrantrum. Oh, is Tyrantrum? Tyrantrum's like halfway between.
He's a weird
red and
one.
brown.
I
It's like a
consider
reddish
it.
brown. It could have gone in brown too. I think it's fine. You are
Surprising lack of red Pokemon in Gen 6, actually. That's kind of wild.
red. You are mostly black, honestly. I feel like Litten should have been in the black category.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's got a red face. I mean, I guess it's fine.
Red face?
Torracat's got a lot more orange on it. Incineroar does as well, so I'm fine with this. This Oricorio's here. Lycanroc, this Minior. I'm realizing different forms have different categorizations.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that, like, a single species would just have the same, like, its most common form. I think they might have used to do that, and they got more specific in Home. So I might have some forms missing.
I forget Turtonator exists. I actually unironically forgot he existed.
My bad. But I've got most of them. Tapu Bulu, I mean, its shell is red.
Yeah.
But its body's... I feel like this should have been in the black category. Yeah, you're very red.
Buzzwole, Magearna,
This original...
Wait, oh yeah, this is form. I was like, wait, is this... No, it's not the shiny. This is the actual, the event form. That, I don't know. The forms feel like cheating to me.
Colors, very red. Orbeetle, Sizzlipede.
I love you. I love Sizzlipede.
Okay. So we have finished the red category, and there were quite a few Pokemon in here that I didn't think should be here. All right,
Sure.
so now we change the color to blue. And let us get, so I guess scroll back up to the top. All right, Squirtle.
Sure.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Good with this. Good with that. You are, yeah.
Wait. No Alolan Sandshrew? Sandslash. But no Alolan Sandshrew. What is happening? What is going on?
That's more blue. You know, it's like Periwinkle. Like the cat in Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
Which I guess is closest to blue. Yeah, that's blue. Definitely blue.
Yeah.
Very light blue. Treading on
No Alolan Vulpix, but Alolan Ninetales? What is happening?
white. Okay, so this is interesting. Oddish and Gloom are in blue because
But
their
a
bodies are
Vileplume.
blue. But I guess Vileplume's flower got big enough to where it gets classified as a red Pokemon. So
In what world does that make sense? In what, like, clearly, like we were describing, like the body itself is blue. In what world does it make sense to split Vileplume up here? Am I the one smoking something? What's happening?
that's an interesting change. This is blue? That's another Periwinkle.
Yes,
color,
it's
I guess.
grayish.
I feel like that's more gray, honestly.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on their definition of gray. Golduck, yeah, the Polys, that's very normal. Tentacool, Tangela,
Yeah,
Horsea.
standard.
Yep, I don't disagree with any of these so far. I mean, they could have gone in brown because like their shell is honestly
Nah, I think blue's fine because the body's blue.
most of it, but I'm noticing they tend to show preference toward what color the Pokemon's face is, like with Druddigan. So if the face is blue, I guess I get it. More Periwinkle.
Genie.
Dragonair, yep. All these
Yeah,
guys are
those
blue.
check.
A lot of water types.
Whooper, Quag.
Their record is much better so far
Yeah, these are more on
because there's
color.
no orange infecting it. What?
So with the Periwinkle that we've seen so far, interesting, we haven't seen Donphan here, actually. This, I feel, comes down to a Braviary situation. It does also brick the buck the trend of Red Face, right? like the face defining. Like the Jigglypuff viewed from above, Tail of Swallow, I could see blue.
Okay, I take it back. What the hell are these two doing here? Okay, I guess I've always thought of them as Tailo and Swallow as black. I guess it does have a bit of a bluish tint to it.
I'd have to go check some of their older sprites. I'm pretty sure that they've always been bluish. It's a dark blue.
So I guess I have to accept this, but I've always thought these were. When I think of Tailo, or Swallow, I just think of them as black birds with red and white parts. So that's weird to me. What are you doing here?
Why is Masquerain here?
Masquerain, no, you are not blue.
I guess I could see that white grayish that the body is combining with Surskit to lump them into the same category. I guess I could see that. I will, however, disagree. So next one, we're missing Whismer, which would clearly be purple. Loudred and Explode, yeah, they're more blue. I guess that makes sense.
Your body, I guess, is like the really pale blue that's really close to white. But
I could see
the
it.
Wings and the face, I don't know if I would have put these here. What are you doing? You guys are purple.
Whismer
These are purple. I will die on that hill. Loudred and Explode are purple and are not blue.
They're kind of this weird one where, like, what, Gen 3, wasn't Salamence a lot more purple at one point, and then it kind of shifted blue, if I remember correctly? Like, some of the older art for Salamence definitely was a little bit of a different color.
Maybe. I've been judged for my incorrect color analysis more than once, but I just think of these as purple. Are they a different shade in other art? Okay, I'm looking at it on my phone, and Explode in the anime looks far more purple than it does here.
In the games, it's a little different.
So, yeah, Explode, I absolutely could go in purple. Because this art, it's like,
yeah,
kind of like a pale indigo. In the anime, it's definitely purple. Azrael is blue. Meditite, I guess, yes, it does have blue on its body, but it's also a lot of white. I feel like it could have gone in white. It's got a big head.
Also,
it's a big white head. Sounds like I just called it a pimple. Sharpedo.
I mean, good point. Purple being associated with death in Japan is a thing. Maybe. That could be some sort of logic in here. Because I mean, remember we've had was the Wish Cache episode, and I think there was a couple episodes in Black and White that were pulled from airing. Because of like earthquakes and events that happened over in Japan. So I mean, there's clear precedent in media with things like that.
Oh, yep, you're blue. You are blue.
Sure.
You are a different shade of blue, but you are still blue. Yeah, the cloud wings are a lot of white, but the body's very blue. Rain,
yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I feel like that fits in white a lot better.
What? Chimecho. All right, this one, no. Some of the pale blues, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a little blue. Chimecho is white. Chimecho is flat out white. It doesn't have a blue bone in its body. I don't actually know if it has any bones in its body, but it is not blue. This is another hill I will die on. Chimecho belongs in the white category. Why not? Yep, you guys are blue.
Sure.
None of you have upset me.
I'm sorry, hold up.
The white category. Why not? Yep, you guys are blue.
Spheal and Celio are blue, but Walrein is not, even though Walrein in modernity is really blue. I think it used to be more purple in like Gen 3, like Ruby Sapphire sprites, right? Like I think it used to be more purple. No Walrein here. Why?
None of you have upset me so far. Yes. Blue, yes, more blue. Yes, the blue electric Pokemon, you're very good.
Shellos and
Gastrodon, yes indeed.
Sure.
It was a pale blue. Goodbye, Tizza. More middle ground blue, and Garchomp is
almost a
treading on purple.
It's close.
But I think I'm still okay with it being blue. Rio, blue.
Right, yeah. Ryla, Ricardo,
blue
yeah.
Cario.
Krogunk, Toxicroak, yeah, makes sense.
Why do I think that's funny? Krogunk. Here's the weird Toxicroak situation. Toxicroak in the
It used to be more purple, if I remember correctly. Like, it's kind of weird to see how things have shifted over the years.
sprites is the same shade of blue yeah, okay, never mind. Toxicroak's like inflation sac and claws, they are red. But like a lot of people talk about this. Toxicroak's color is wildly inconsistent between the anime and like, so all the home sprites are based on the official Sugimori art. Look at the color of this Toxicroak compared to its official Sugimori art.
Yep.
It's very different. This one looks shiny. Okay, I thought that might show the shiny. It just like,
that's actually really
this
cool.
Is fun. Look at that. It looks like it's
it's just funny.
But yeah, no, it's Toxicroak. It's still mostly blue, you know? It's just a weird, the Toxicroak color situation is odd. Blue, 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 blue. Sure. You are all fine. So far, you are fine.
Oh, sure.
Any Pokemon that I disagree with. Maybe Gigalith.
Gigalith's purple.
Gigalith is kind of purple. I don't know. What is it? Navy? I should know this. Gigalith.
So if we're giving Gigalith, which is like purplish navy color, if we're giving this blue, why are we not giving Noivern? Well, I'm assuming we'll hold. We have Woobat and Swoobat. Let's see if Noivern makes the cut here.
That's one of my favorite Pokemon, but I guess you're blue enough. Woobat. Blue really has a range of like navy to like cyan in its coloration.
Darmanitan, Zen.
Yeah, okay. Gen 5, good stretch. That's a weird color. Can we just talk about...
I would throw Electric. I would throw Electros and Electros in blue. It just makes it easier.
How weird this color is. Like part green, part blue. I guess it's got enough blue in it to count. That's blue?
Yeah, I'd say green.
I would have called LGM gray. I don't know about that. It's a light gray.
Not blue.
That looks more gray to me.
You're
blue. Yep, blue.
Dana's vibe,
I'm blue.
yeah.
Dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee. Don't want to get copyrighted.
Oh my god. Yeah. The fact that could get copyrighted. Yeah. I love the song. Don't get me wrong. I love Eiffel 65. Oh, YouTube copyright is weird.
Red strike, so I should probably stop singing copyrighted songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another weird shade of blue with you. Well, more.
I'd get blue, yeah. Purple, maybe.
I feel like that's closer to purple in my opinion.
Yeah, purple on him.
Clauncher, Clawitzer, yes. Mara Aurora's Bergmite, very pale blue, but I would still classify it as blue. Both forms of Xerneas are indeed blue. Vigavolt? Ah, that's just like, oh yeah, its coloring is the same as Electric and Electros, where it's like halfway between like dark blue and dark green. So I guess it works. Wishy-Washy. Okay, this Wishy-Washy is very clearly blue. This one I feel like is much more white. And I know they can do different colorations for different forms, but still, I feel like I would have put it in white. Yeah, a lot of blue on it. Could have gone blue or purple.
Purple, probably.
You would have a lot more blue than purple, so yeah. The blue mini or the blue core is blue.
Yeah.
And the indigo core, that is not indigo. Can I just say that's just blue but more saturated.
Yeah.
This is pale blue. That is honestly normal blue. Yeah, indigo is much darker in my opinion.
Kamala,
right,
sure.
You are blue.
Clearly purple. Come on now.
Your top's blue, your bottom's purple. Do they go by the booty or do they go by the top? Yeah, I guess enough blues there to count. All right, we're here to Gen 8. Another weird pale indigo thing. Blue. Yep, blue. Sure. I guess if you're icy, you're blue. All right, there we go. Blue's done. Now we move on to green.
What a wild video so far. I disagree with so many of these official Pokemon colorations. It's not even funny.
Move back to the top, please. All right, there we go. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is a weird Pokemon. In some art, its body is very blue.
I mean, like that's the thing is like looking at this, it kind of depends what you're looking at, right? Like with some of the blues presented, right? Like Remoraid, right? If that counts as blue, this should count as blue. Like, come on, just be consistent. Come on now.
Some art, they made its body much more green. They were like, it's the grass starter. It shouldn't be so freaking blue. Kind of like Squirtle. Squirtle's hue has changed over the years. But I guess they're like, hey, well, you guys' bodies are still very blue. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, look at that. Come on now.
This, but I guess they're the grass starters. They should be in the green category. Caterpie, Metapod, Bellsprout. Bellsprout should be. You guys should be yellow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, these should be yellow, 100%. Like, come on, the majority.
I know you're grass types. I know you have leaves on your body. But the most prominent part of your biology, the actual pictures, that is, are yellow. They should be in yellow. You're very colorful. You are a lot of colors altogether.
I guess green makes sense from this specific, because like the colors kind of shift up and down, right? Well, during the animation. I guess from this specific one, yeah, green makes sense. You could also make an argument for yellow. We don't have a pink, right? No, we do have a pink, because my Lodic is pink, and that was the one we saw in another video that just made my brain hurt.
We'll accept green, because it's your head, I guess. Well, sometimes it's your head.
It's in line with Grimer.
Anyways, Scyther, Chikorita, you are yellow. Bayleaf is yellow. I will die on this hill. Get Bayleaf out. I don't like that it's here. It is not green enough to be in this category. You are, though. Spinarak. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tyranitar and Larvitar. Yeah, they're green. They're like a pale green, but they are still green. My boys! Hello. You're all green fighting machines. Dustox has a lot of green on its wings. Yeah, could have gone in purple, too. Ludicolo.
Yeah.
Yeah, its hands and legs. Yeah, it's a lot of yellow as well, but I guess
yellow.
Green is fine. Yep, green. Green's got some interesting shades too. Yeah, this is green enough because its body is tan, which is like, is that brown? Is that yellow?
I'll concede.
But since its wings are green, putting it in green, I accept that for Vibrava. Yeah, you guys are green enough. This Burmy and Wormadam are actually in the right category.
No, that's fair. No, come on now. Excuse you, Pokemon? Green. The blue plate here, the blue mirror. Green. I guess, sure, for Bronzong, but not Bronzor. Come on now. No.
What?
Yeah. Like that,
On
sure.
Earth, are these two doing here?
It's the saturation on Bronzong that looks more green. Like the Bronzor, I absolutely disagree with.
In what universe is Bronzong green? Well, when it's shiny. When it's shiny, it's green.
Sure, yeah.
But these two, like Bronzong, blue or gray. This Bronzor? Like, yeah, I get Pokemon have different colorations depending on the shading and whether it's the anime or a sprite or the games or whatever. But this is so blue!
Well, as it turns out, this is the everyone can have an opinion. Oh, and all opinions are valid. Except when their opinion is just objectively wrong. Like, this is not green. This is not Midori. This is owl. This is blue. Like, in every sense of the word. Like, this is not green.
That is so clearly blue! There's not a hint. It's not like a Vikavolt situation where it's part of the way between blue and green. This is so blue. This might be the most egregious misplacement we've seen so far. These two.
This is probably put there because they classified Bronzong with the current color saturation as green, so they probably lumped Bronzor in with it.
More Bronzor than Bronzong. But like, oh my god, I can't believe these are in here. I can't get over that. What are you doing? Carnivine? Yep. All right, we're back to... Okay, you're...
Yellow.
Leafeon, you're pretty yellow. Pretty tan. Yellowish tan. Brown, I guess, maybe. Brown or...
It really feels like the typings are encroaching on color theory here. Because, like, oh, well, we need Bulbasaur. We need Bulbasaur line to be green. Except the majority of their body's blue. We need Leafeon to be green, except while it's a grass type, the majority of its body is yellow. I don't know how else to really tell you that. Like, it does feel at this point like we're looking at typing trumping color theory.
Yellow. There's a lot more of that on you than green, so I don't know about that. You got enough green. This one's white.
It's white.
Or this one should be white is what I mean to say. This form should be white.
It should be white, but it's... Well, no, see, that's the thing is we have different forms, like cast form across... Like, dude, you have to be consistent. If you're going to put cast form, sun and raindrop across different, if you're going to put, like, Miniors across different, you need to make sure that you're putting, you know, say, sure, the Shaman can be in green, but Shaman Sky needs to be in white. Come on now, you have to be consistent. It really, I feel like this was just thrown on someone's desk on a time limit, and they just had like, just cool, make it work, make it happen, right? Like this doesn't feel thought out.
Yeah. All right, we're back to Univa's got a lot of good classification going on here.
Excuse you, I heavily disagree with Whimsicott.
Universe
Cottony, sure.
got a lot
Whimsicott, no. I heavily disagree with that. As someone whose favorite Pokemon is Whimsicott, I disagree with this being green.
good classification going on here. Universe got Universe seems to be more consistent with its colorations. Yeah, your face is green. It's like Trubbish is green. You're green. You got a lot of brown on you, but I guess that's fine. Yeah, these are all pretty good. Actually, where's
no Haxorus?
Where's Haxorus?
He's gonna be yellow.
Haxorus is like the most green of all of them. We're gonna find Haxorus. We're gonna end up finding Haxorus in some ridiculous other color later, aren't we?
Probably.
You are way more gray than green.
Yeah.
I don't agree with this. Yeah, you got green footsteps on you, but your body is like 75% gray. What? Yeah. More of them?
It's got to be the saturation. I think it depends on what game, like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, or like X and Y, like that era, because that's when colors got like really desaturated, right? That's when we had like, oh god, because remember in like previous generations, like colors used to be super vivid and vibrant. Like go back to like Gen 3 or Gen 4 and like look at like Lucario, and then look at Lucario in like any like game after X and Y, right? Like how it's just super desaturated. It's not vivid. It's kind of plain, right? Kind of bland even. Like the colors are just, they're not what they used to be. No, I disagree with what is shown. That is wrong to classify this as green.
You guys are blue! There are Pokemon the exact same shade as you two that are in the blue category. What are you doing in green? All right, so these Chespin, yeah, it's got enough green on it. I guess it's fine. Brown would work too, but it's got a lot of green. You got some green.
Sure.
You're a lot of white / tan.
I think white would be better.
Only your coloration was better, but yeah, I guess this.
There's give on this one.
It's all right. They really want their grass starters in the green category, don't they?
Yeah, they
what?
do.
Okay, I guess its face and its wings. This is another one where it's like all the three main colors are very equally distributed. There's like an equal amount of red, white, and green. So
I guess I would classify this as white to feel, like to feel like I did a good classification. I feel like white would be fair here.
I guess that one's fine. Zygarde, yeah. Fair.
Right, yeah, whatever.
Ooh, okay, this is the.
It's the
these
legs.
Two, their legs and stuff are lime green, so I guess that counts as green. Very much treading on yellow, but I guess we'll let that slide. Comfey, yeah, its body is green. The flowers are confusing, but I guess the primary part of its body is good. Delmise,
sure.
Yeah, that's enough. That's
the
enough green.
seaweed.
It's a bluish green, but it is. I guess that can. Well, oh, I can accept this. Celesteela, yeah, very green. Yeah, you guys are green. Very different shades of green. A lot of brown, but green enough.
Glossiflor, Eldegoss,
I do not agree with this. It is a lot more yellow and red than it has that almost weird green on its body. Don't agree.
I would actually classify that. I don't know. It's between red and green for me. I wouldn't do yellow, but red and green. I think green makes sense if we're keeping it in line with Eldegoss. I think at face value, like at like a surface level, I can accept it.
I agree with that. You should be in red or yellow. Eldegoss. Okay, no. You guys are. These are blue. What is it with them putting very clearly blue Pokemon in the green category? They're so blue. Like a light blue, yeah, but oh my gosh. Then here's Applin. Yeah, okay. Flapple can be green. Applin should not be. Well, I guess maybe.
Applin should be red. The majority of its body, like the majority. Well, like if we're looking at the worm specifically, it's a Dwebble situation, right? Because it's living inside the apple, right? So technically, as much as we want to put this in, as much as I want to put it in red, if we're looking at just the creature, because we can see in Flapple and Appleton, right? Like it's the worm, right? Like I think green does make sense from that standpoint.
Yeah, okay. Flapple can be green. Applin should not be. Well, I guess
it's the worm.
Maybe Benjamin mentioned it. I guess maybe they're here because its body is green. It's just living in the apple. But you could say the same for Burmy, then Burmy should be in black.
I'd be okay with that.
But these two, absolutely not.
That Burmy comment, though, literally shows that this is inconsistent. Like, it's an inconsistent coloring, oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? Classification. Like, it's not consistent. This This doesn't make sense. Like how is this signed off on?
Yeah, it really is a lot more red. You have a lot of red too. You can be green.
Brown, clearly.
What is wrong with the green category? You two are brown. So brown. Brown is an option. You got brown spots. You got a brown neck thing. Your body's tan, which is kind of brown. Not green. Your eyes are green. Your eyes are green, and that is it. This is a
Bro, if I have to squint and wonder if the body is a tinge of green, like you've done wrong. It's just wrong. Like look at Toxicroak, right? Toxicroak was like a vibrant blue, or you had like Metacham, which is like a very vibrant like pink, or Porygon. Why is it some are super vibrant and others are like super desaturated to the point you have to like take off your glasses, right? Like I have to like take off my glasses and like squint, and I have to be like, I guess if I turn my head far enough over, I guess that looks green. Like the body, I guess, has a slight tinge of green to it. This hurts. This actually hurts.
recent Pokemon too. What? Oh wow, lot of creamy forms. Yeah, it's okay. It's just all the matcha cream ones. Okay. Caparaja is the same color as Vigavolt, but ended up in green, which is
wait. Where was Copper Raja in red then? Where's that? Where was that in?
weird. Yep, you got
Or sorry, not Cute Fan. Where was
a
that?
lot of green on you. You got a lot of green on you. I think if Mora's a blue Pokemon just because of its face.
Hold up. No, I disagree. If we're calling Druddigon red, Dracovish should be blue, Dracozolt should be yellow. If we're following trend with Druddigon, I disagree with that with precedent set by Druddigon.
But the body is a lot of green. Yep, you're green. You're
greenish.
Very middle ground. And so are you. Honestly, I don't know. Dragapult.
I mean, I kind of would have accepted black as well.
It shouldn't be here. It could go in black or blue. I don't think its tail is green enough. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. This one's a iffy one. But my gosh, several in green, just completely wrong.
Yeah.
Now we're on to yellow. So far, I guess you're yellowish orange.
Raichu's more orange. Like, why do we have orange just missing as a category?
I guess if you don't have orange, you can come here. That's just the gender difference, okay?
We have Sandshrew here, but we don't. Where's my Alolan Sandshrew? They're into forms. They clearly showcase forms. Why was Alolan Sandshrew not in blue?
I thought it might be the Alola form or something.
Unless it's in warm.
Yeah. All right.
Or white.
These pale tan Pokemon. Yeah, see? I thought tan could go in yellow. I thought it could.
Exactly.
Clearly it can, as evidenced by these two and...
Yeah, Ponyta, Rapidash, Meowth, Persian. Clearly, like, tan can literally go in this color. Like, yeah, Leafeon should be here.
Persian and Meowth and stuff. Okay, no, this is ridiculous.
Brown.
What?
Brown.
Brown or green. Okay, its heads are yellow, yes, but that's like the smallest part of its body. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yeah, Moltres. Yeah, it's yellow.
It's a rubber chicken.
Yeah, see this pale tan color, I guess, is a pale yellow. So yeah, these are primarily yellow. I'm good with the Typhlosion line being there. Your face, yeah.
I would have accepted green.
You can be yellow. You could have been green too, but you can absolutely be yellow. Yeah, this is another half and half one, half yellow, half red.
Shuckle, if we're talking about the actual Pokemon and not the shell, yellow makes sense.
Ooh, I don't know if I agree with this. Like the yellow on the wings is like clearly there, but most of its body is like gray. Most of its body and its wings is gray. So I think Beautifly should have been in gray. Yeah, Pelipper is yellow because its mouth is so big.
Yeah.
Ninjask, yellow enough.
So that leaves, was Wingull in blue, or is Wingull going to be in white?
Yeah, you're good. You two, pale tan color.
Yeah.
Okay, Vibrava could have gone in yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that yellow enough? I guess they're calling, if it's like a tan,
sure.
It's a pale tan color, it's yellow. All right, I'm good with these. I haven't seen any egregiously ones I disagree. Well, okay, you're...
Sawaddle and Leavanny, get over in green.
I probably would have put you in green myself, but your face is yellow, so I guess we'll let that slide. So far, so acceptable. They put Haxorus in yellow. That's where they put him. Haxorus ain't yellow. This art of Haxorus here makes it so much lighter than it appears elsewhere. Elsewhere, it appears much darker and therefore looks much more green.
I would say this is yellow, personally. I'd be okay with this in yellow.
Like this shade of body, yes, I can see how this could be put into yellow, but other Haxori are much more green. Like it looks almost kind of like an army green. Is that right? Like a pale, like a light army green. Yeah, kind of. But I wouldn't have put this in yellow. You're good. You are good. Continental pattern. Okay, I guess forms of Vivian I do not have are still in here, so that's cool. Yeah, no disagreements. There's that tan again. I guess tan is yellow. No issues here, I don't think. Oh, Qfin is orange, I guess it ended up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Yellow this time. All right. Now we move on to pink. Let's see what pink Pokemon are here that were not red enough to go in red. Yeah, okay, so I was right. It's a lot of very pale pink. Like Porygon 2 and Porygon Z, much more hot pink, which is closer to red. Personally, I still...
Why is the whole Porygon line just not in pink? Come on now. Especially with the desaturized colors, Gen 6 forward.
It's called hot pink, it's not called hot red, but yeah, clearly the pink Pokemon are favored by being a paler shade.
Whismur, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the big one. This is the big one that was mentioned in another video. Why? What part about Milotic is pink? Like, can we get an update to a couple of these? Because this is bad. What part of this says pink? Okay, like, are we talking like the pink the pinkish little like hair things, and we're mixing that maybe with a blue to get like a lighter? I don't know. Like what are we looking at here? Like most of its body is either going to be blue or it's going to be the tan. Pink? Unless they're considering the body like a neutral color, thus combining the pink and the neutral gives it more space than, say, the blue? What is the logic here? Like, why? Is it because, once again, are we having personal bias overwrite game logic? Are we having personal bias overwrite, like, color theory? Is it, well, Milotic appears very feminine, therefore it must be pink? Is that what we're dealing with here? Like, what is happening?
No. Let's look at the part of this Milotic.
No.
Okay? Its hair is hot pink. Honestly, more red than hot pink.
Yeah.
So if you were going by its hair, you'd put it in red. Like Porygon 2 and Porygon Z, their bodies are much more pink than Milotic's hair. Yet they are in red, and Milotic is in pink. The rest of Milotic's body, half of it's the same color as Persian, who is in yellow, and then the other half of it is very clearly blue. Milotic, you are not pink. Get your beautiful wormy butt out of this color category. Although the other Hoenn Serpentine feminine
Orbis,
Pokemon
whatever. Sure.
it makes sense here. Yep, you make sense. Yeah,
sure.
You're pink enough.
Yeah. Yellow
also
probably
works.
better.
Yep, pink. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I kind of skimmed past Uxie. The Lake Guardians maybe could have gone in gray, or
I'd
is
say
that pale
gray.
blue? I don't know. I guess it's the right decision to go by their face and hair. It's not hair, but it looks like it. All right, a lot of logical Pokemon. Haven't run.
Sylveon's clearly white. Come on now.
Okay, you also could have been white. Yeah, pink, half green. So I guess that's
Yeah.
fine. Much more pink. So that's
Fomantis is a product of Lurantis being here.
fine. Valersi. Yeah, pink face. Yep, pink. Very pale pink, but you
Sure.
can stay. Okay, so Milotic was basically the only egregious error in this category. Now we shift to purple. Probably gonna be several Pokemon I think should have been in blue. So far, you're good. You are not. You are very purple.
Purple
What
rat.
are you? A lot of poison types. Very purple. I would put these in blue. I knew there would be some. I mean, okay, so these guys, their bodies are blue, their wings are purple. This is like
I feel like Crobat's going to be in here, and that's why Zubat and Golbat are here. These should reasonably be in blue, though.
a beautify situation, you know? Like, yes, there is some of this color on their body, but their primary bodies are blue, so I would have put them.
Wasn't old colored Nidoqueen also technically purple? Speaking of designs that have shifted over the years, wasn't old Nidoqueen purple? Like, or more purple, I guess I should say. It got more like soft pastel blue over the years. I vaguely remember this.
Blue. Yeah, okay. A lot of.
Why do Grimer and Muck look awful?
Put them in blue.
Then that's fine. Like, look at it. Like, look at this. Like, what N64? Did this crawl out of Stadium? Is this just upscaled Stadium model?
Yeah.
Look at that! Look at that Muck. What is happening here? Don't get me wrong. I love Muck. Easily top 10 favorite Pokemon. I actually really love Muck, and by extension, Alolan Muck. Right? Huge fan. What am I looking at here? Like, why does this graphically feel like this crawled out of Stadium and they just upscaled it with like an AI upscaler? Like, this feels a lot lower quality than other things on this list. And sure, we can argue it's literally a pile of trash, but like, look at Bat. Look how sharp the wings are. Look at how vibrant it is. Look at how the bottom fangs interact with the mouth. Look how high definition this is. That is what you're pushing?
Okay. A lot of correct ones, I would say. Moving on. Yeah, that's a shade of purple. Yeah, I'm good with Alolan Marowak being here.
Sure.
Mewtwo is, yeah, purple.
Kind of disagree with Aerodactyl, but I guess purple does make sense. I would say more gray, but I think it's a very light purple.
Some art makes its body more of like a purplish hue. Some of it just like makes it just white.
Yeah.
But its tail is always some shade of purple. So purple makes sense for it. Crobat is the purple, very purple.
Yeah, Crobat's why Golbat and Zubat are here.
One of that line. Mantine.
No.
I would have put it in blue. What is its belly here? I've always thought its like face and belly were just white.
Yeah.
And then its back was like navy. They gave it a bit of a purplish tint here, but I don't know. Mantine I don't think belongs here. Yep, okay, you're purple, You are, yeah, I guess your bow is purple.
That's a weird
your
one.
Face and belly are blue. And that could have gone in blue, but I guess.
Personally, I would have done blue, so Volbeat and Illumise should have both been in blue.
This is fine. Super purple, pretty purple. Some of the shading on these Pokemon, why are you so pale, Grumpig? You're so much darker in other art. Lily?
Yeah, Grumpig was very vibrant, and then it got way more saturated, desaturated over the years. No Spoink. That confuses me.
Yeah, purple. Ooh, I would have put you two in pink. You are a lot paler than the other Pokemon here. Like, look at this compared to this.
Bro, those literally belong in pink. Why are they in purple?
That is purple. That is pink. These two should be in pink. Purple enough. Yeah, very purple. Paler purple. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is wrong. You Skorupi, however you want to say it, is so blue. Purple, my boy, Gliscor, he's a purple boy. Palkia, it's a lot of white, but it's a lot of purple too, so I guess that's fine. Purple. Oh no, you.
Clearly black. Come on now.
Gothitelle has a purple face and purple hands, and literally the rest of its body is black, with some white garnishes. Like, Gothita, sure, its head, most of its body. But Gothorita and Gothitelle do not have enough purple to justify them being here. They should be in black. Yeah, you're purple enough. Yep, purple.
Yeah.
What a lovely pattern, elegant. Purple. Yep, okay, so far, so good.
Noibat,
hot
okay.
pink. There's another hot pink one. Make up your mind about what category hot pink belongs into. I think it should be pink. Apparently it can be red, purple, or pink. Brawler is very purple. Yeah, that's like a lavender, which is close to purple. Okay, you I get. You I'm less sure. I feel like this is an oddish situation. Okay, I don't know about this.
Should be
this
yellow.
Coloration is, yes.
Morlul and Shiinotic should probably be in yellow. I don't know. Shiinotic could be in pink.
Does it have some purple in it? Yes, but it also looks like it's pink in it. But overall, I think it's closer to
It's literally Metachamp color.
red than other Pokemon. So I don't think I would have put these here. Purple, yes. Purple, yes. Purple, yes. Purple?
This is a weird one because, like, where do you put this? Because it's not black, but it's also not blue. I guess purple, I guess, is where Corviknight goes. I guess that makes sense.
I guess, yeah. Corviknight's honestly like the same color as Swellow, which they put into blue. Yeah, this is a confusing color. It's like
This one's a weird one.
navy with a bit of purple dropped in. Yeah, Corviknight's confusing. Very purple. All of you are purple. Yes, very purple. Yeah,
Sure.
the body itself is purple. Yeah, I'm good with that. Another like dark navy situation.
Yeah, this is the same as Corviknight. I gotta give it the purple.
Like navy. Yeah, what color is that? It's hard to pinpoint, so I can't make judgments on that. Same colors here.
Yeah.
Navy is dark blue. What color is this?
It feels like as the purple list has gone on, like the purple list has continued, it feels like the identity of purple kind of got lost along the way. Like it kind of strayed from what it initially was.
I guess that's close to purple. Yeah.
Discounting Zubat.
Yeah, that's like a navy with a bit of purple tossed in. So I'm having trouble with that. I guess that's close enough. All right, only 4 colors left to go, starting with brown. Weedle is indeed. I agree with Weedle.
Sure,
yes.
sure.
Looks more like the tan yellow color, but its back is very brown. So these two make sense. Brown, yes.
So what would fix this is if they gave a different perspective. Or what's throwing me off is why do we have 2D models when you're paying for a premium service? Because remember, well, so I guess you can get home for free technically, right? But like if you're going to fill out your decks like reasonably to hold all those Pokemon because you only have one box otherwise, you're paying for Pokemon Home. You didn't have to pay for Pokemon Bank, right? Remember that? Remember Pokemon Bank, and they said that would be what they were going to do going forward, and then we have Pokemon Home now. Pokemon Bank will eventually depreciate. Like I said, it was going to years and years ago. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that W. Like, so here's how you fix this. You just make, or like on the, we fixed this on the 3DS, right? Where we had the Pokedex like app on the 3DS that was the discontinuing 3DS shutdown, right? The eShop. Like, where's my 3D models? Where's my premium service? I am John Consumer, right? I wish to consume product to get excited for next product, right? Like, why am I just being given stuff that I could just find on like Cerebi.net or Bulbapedia where I can probably find higher quality versions and higher quality, if not more accurate information than I'm finding on here, right? Why do I feel like if I go to Pokemon Stadium on the N64, I'm going to be able to see the Pokemon in much more detail than here, right? Like this blows my mind, especially with how powerful the Switch 2 is right now. Obviously, this was made before the Switch 2, right? Let's be real, right? This was made 4 years ago. But like now we're in the Switch 2 at this point. Where's my 3D Pokedex? To be fair, I also have a lot of other questions, like where's my Street Pass for 3DS, right? Where's the features I had, Spot Pass, etc., on the 3DS on my Switch, right? Like where's that, Nintendo? What's going on here? Come on now, it's not hard. We have the technology. Just port them sons. I don't want to say that. Just port it, right? Come on now. You were supposed to future-proof your models back in Sun and Moon until you decided, nah, I don't think we're doing that anymore. It's almost like you future-proof your models for stuff like this. Weird, I know.
Yes. I agree with, I guess that's
Sure.
fine. Another orange one. I said earlier that orange Pokemon are kind of split between brown and red, so there's gonna be some orange ones in here. This is brown? I always thought that was more
I'd say gray.
Okay, weird. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Another orange Pokemon.
Orange.
What? These are brown? No. No, okay, no, these...
Why does Alakazam look like earwax? Like, dude, bro, it is clearly yellow. And like TCG artwork, Gen 3, where did you get this yee like earwax gold color from. No, you cannot gaslight me into thinking this is brown. You will not gaslight me into thinking this is brown. This is clearly and has always been yellow.
What? These are brown? No.
No.
Okay, no, this art makes them so much darker than usual. But in most images of this line, they are super yellow.
Pokemon is actually just gaslighting us, confirmed. Like, they're actually gaslighting this in their premium product. No way this is not yellow.
Yeah, like, I'm looking at pictures of Alakazam right now, and its official Sugimori art and its Pokemon Go art are super yellow. Like, yeah, some art of Alakazam does make it darker like this, but I feel like most of the time it's represented, like, being very yellow. Although I suppose maybe they were like, the shades of its body change too much, its face and mustache stuff, so like it's...
I know Kadabra, the reason Kadabra wasn't in the TCG for the longest of times, if I remember correctly, oh god, I'm not going to butcher the explanation of this, it's been so long. There was I think it was some magician, felt that the Dark Kadabra card from the Pokemon TCG was it derogatory or demeaning to him and his work, and thus he got really upset with Pokemon, and it took like a decade, like plural decades, before they even felt comfortable releasing another Kadabra card. Like there was an actual controversy surrounding Kadabra in the TCG. So, I mean, I bring that up. Maybe they're trying to like shift the color, but it's literally been yellow for how I could boot up Fire Red right now, and that it's gonna be yellow. I could boot up Heart Gold Soul Silver right now. It's gonna be yellow. I can boot up Sword and Shield, whatever. It's gonna be a lighter yellow, but it's gonna be yellow. Like I've never seen this gold, weird earwax colored like Alakazam line. This is so strange to me. I feel gaslit.
Knee pads and sleeves and football pads, honestly. Well, those are brown. We'll go with that, I guess. Geodude, Graveler, and Golem are like a brownish gray, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, don't disagree with any of these Pokemon. So far, brown, another orange one that's in brown. Should have just had an orange category, guys.
Yeah,
another orange one. But the rest of the Pokemon I'm scrolling past so far, like primarily brown. I don't have issue with so far.
Yeah.
Okay, man. This one?
Yellow.
I feel like that same color was in yellow, but...
Yeah, this same color was in yellow. This needs to be yellow.
Beggars came to be choosers, I guess. Brown, yep. Hariyama's...
That's a weird
lot
one.
Going on. It's like...
I mean, I would accept... I think yellow would honestly solve a lot of this. The body being that kind of like... It's not like Leafeon colored, right? I think yellow from the obvious vibrant yellow pants, quote unquote, to the body, I think yellow would be the correct call there.
Light gray, orange hands, blue legs, yellow skirt. It's not a skirt. I know it's not, but it kind of looks like one. Yeah, I guess they went the hands, it's like orange, therefore brown. So somehow this Pokemon with all of these colors ended up with a category that is not any of its colors.
Wild.
Another orange one. This... Okay,
White.
I know this spin to art makes it look very red.
From this art, I would actually accept red here.
A lot of spin to art is more orange. Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one. Definitely orange. Yep, brown.
Yeah,
brown.
yeah, sure.
Tan and orange. Orange. This is brown? I guess it's like, oh man, looks so great.
I think, unironically, I do, so I actually accept brown for this line. I think, unironically, we're running into the issue that Pokemon has been going on for so many years that we're running into issues with legacy media and how certain things in legacy media have been shown, right? Like with the Spinda example, where Spinda is usually showcased as this, or like Exploud in the anime is this, or, you know, insert example we've talked about, right? Where I've talked about how certain things used to be more purple, or how at least I remember them being more purple. Like, especially like Salamence, right? Like older Salamence was more purplish, and then it kind of went with its modern blue color, right? So it's really strange because it feels like there's a lack of unifying vision here, and it kind of blows me away a little bit that this like lack of a through line and just kind of like it feels almost like hodgepodging it throughout the years. Yeah, we've had some banger games. Don't get me wrong. Heart Gold Soul Silver is among the most highly rated Pokemon games of all time, right? Like, we're running into issues because, well, like Jinx as well, but Jinx realistically did have to get changed because of cultural reasons, is how I'm going to word that. Like so much has changed over the years, and we've had things swap colors completely over the years, or at least shift. They become more saturated, more desaturated, even within this Pokemon Home app, right? Like, we're seeing Toxicroak that's like hyper vibrant, or like Medicham, which is hyper vibrant, and then you have things that are super saturated and muted, and it feels like there's no unifying design theory here. Right, like you get what I'm like talking about. Like that through line doesn't feel like a line as much as it feels like, you know, you're kind of sloshed and you're trying to walk in a straight line. You kind of go weave back and forth as you're walking forward. Like it's this whole video is throwing me off, and it makes it feel like this was nothing more than an afterthought. Like, it does not feel like the proper time and care was put into a premium product, right? Remember, sure, there's a free-to-play option, but let's be real, how many of us pay for Pokemon Home? Like, it feels like no, like time and effort were not put into this, and it blows me away.
Gray, though. Like, look at the color of the normal emblem, and look at the color of Staraptor's body. That's pretty gray. It's a gray area. Like, Bidoof, clearly brown. This, I don't know if I'd call it brown. I feel like I'd call that gray. Yep, there's Burmy, that's sure. Gray. No Sandy Cloak. Wormadam.
Yeah, where's Wormadam? Where's that in yellow?
Do I not have that form in here somehow? No, wait, no, it has forms for the other Vivian. Where is Sandy Cloak Wormadam gonna be? Orange, brown,
Sure.
Okay.
That's shiny.
No. Hippowdon should not be here. The male form is gray and yellow. The female form is just gray.
This also opens up if there's gender dimorphism. If the opposite gender is a different color, how is that treated? That opens up a whole Pandora's box.
Neither of these are brown. Mamoswine is brown. Heatran, yeah, that's pretty brown. Sometimes it looks a lot more red, but I think I'm okay with this here. Brown. It is a lot of brown Pokemon. Unova tends to be okay. Yeah, okay, that's a little brown. Yeah, I guess it's a little brown.
It's the feathers.
Yeah,
it's the same thing they're going with
orange, so both of it's going orange. It's going to be here. Yeah, gray and brown, but the gray has a bit of a brownish tint. Archipelago, brown. Yeah, body is brown. Mane is not, but body is.
Yeah.
Brown. Brown with a green clothing. Brown.
Yeah, that should be yellow.
Aegislash is very yellow.
Yeah.
Aegislash should not be here. These two, an argument could be made.
Yeah.
It's not typical brown. It's like a weird tan. I get these. Aegislash is super yellow. Brown, yellow. Okay, yep. These are...
I'd say purple for those.
Sense. I don't disagree with the... What? This is so red. It's...
I love how the red volcano Pokemon, right? I love how this is put in brown. Bro, what? What is happening? Why? Why are you here, Volcanion? Like, for what reason are you in brown? Like, your armor, like if you like Jigglypuff viewed from above, right? That we argued with the birds. Looking from above. This thing is red, my guy.
So red. What are you doing here? It's so red. All right. Yep. Okay. I guess these guys. Yeah. Okay. It's tan. Yeah. Decidueye could have been tossed in green because of the hood, but yeah, it's a lot of brown. I think those make sense here. All the ones I'm going over make sense.
Sure.
These are orangish brown.
Yeah. Yep. Orange. White.
Yeah. I guess the tan can be either yellow or brown, but since this has orange on its body, it goes in brown. Okay, Berserker's body looks a lot more brown than Galarian. Well, maybe, I don't know. These ones are weird. All right.
We're just evolving into madness at this point. This list is messing me up.
Gray, the true gray area, and I can already see there's gonna be some Pokemon that are kind of a weird.
Okay, but like the Machamp line should be in blue if anything, right? Machop, I guess I can understand gray for Machop, but even then, like in the games, like their sprites have generally had more of like a blue hue to them. I'm pretty sure Machoke at one point in time was like Fire Leaf Green was like actually like violet, right? Like actual purple status. And then he kind of got more blue over time.
Weird fit. There's gonna be some Pokemon in here that like the same color was in blue. But so far, you're gray? You're the same color as regular Golem. Yeah, okay, these are gray.
I'm sorry, that's just objectively wrong. As somebody who loves Fluttermane and by extension Mischievous line, this is objectively wrong. That belongs in blue. Like, wait, what is happening here? No.
Much closer to blue or green, I feel like. Same with you.
Blue.
Maybe I could be green. Or gray, I mean.
That's gray.
Oh, Steelix has a gender difference? Wow, this is the first time learning of it.
It's the tooth below its eye.
Males have 2 fangs and the females don't. Wow, I didn't even know that.
Huh,
what?
Interesting. I didn't know that either.
Again, this Pokemon is the
That'd be yellow.
same color as Vikavolt, which was halfway between blue and green. But Quillfish also has a lot of its body, half, one would argue, that is like a lime, greenish, yellowish color. I don't think it could have been in green, maybe even blue, maybe. Could have been in yellow. I don't think it should be gray. Remoraid, yeah, I get it. Yeah, okay, these are clearly very gray. Yep, I agree with that. And then
it depends, because Pupitar, I think, used to be a lot more purple. I always thought Pupitar was more blue, like light blue.
Wait, no, Nincada should be white. You're gray. Yeah. If
Nose
they're
pass?
like silver and like dark gray, which are both like types of gray, I guess. Okay, so this is weird.
So why is Volbeat here, but Illumise is in like a completely different thing? If you're gonna put them in, like, literally the only difference between them is like, sure, the antenna, but like, one is blue, one is red. Why is it split up this way? Like for what reason are you split?
Illumise was in purple because of the color of its neck boa and arm and leg rings. Volbeat is the same Pokemon, yet is in gray, not red. Why were they inconsistent with that?
Yeah, that's been my question this entire time. Why is this list so inconsistent? Why do I actively have a headache?
Which is gray. Anorith, that looks more green than gray to me. I don't know about you.
Greenish.
That's a greenish gray. Although I guess the middle part of its body is very gray. So yeah, I guess I gotta give it to that. Armaldo, I think that's blue.
Yeah.
There were plenty of Pokemon in the blue category that are the same color as Armaldo. Should have been blue. Cast form, hell yeah. Snorunt is gray with yellow.
I would have thrown him in yellow. Like, gray sure makes sense for like the actual body. The actual like wrap around him makes him yellow. Like this is a weird one. I feel in line with Glalie, and by extension, I'm assuming Frostlass. This does make sense in tandem with the evolutions because they seem to like keeping evolutions together.
Well, so yes, that's fine. Glalie is black and
is
white.
Brown.
Why are you in gray? I guess they're just like, well, it's F black, it's F white, we'll put it in gray. I don't get that at all. Don't get that at all.
I can agree. I can actually agree with, yeah, I'd agree white for this, honestly, but it's probably because putting Snorunt in here as well.
Relicanth is brown.
This is brown. Yeah, this is dumb.
Brown. Come on, guys. Relicanth is very clearly brown. Registeel, yeah, gray. Shieldon,
yellow.
Face is gray, body's yellow, half and half. Bastiodon, same situation.
Gray's fine.
Lamiao is
sure.
It's a bluish gray. Again, I feel like I saw Pokemon in the blue category that were the same color as this. Magnezone is gray. Yeah, that was one of the ones I saw on the list. I'm like, what the hell is Rhyperior doing here? Rhyperior is brown and orange. Orange counts as brown in this system. It should be in the brown category. Probopass.
The Rhyperior and Probopass, like I feel like they just made my headache worse. This is awful. This list is objectively awful. Like, dude, I feel the people at Cerebi who've been keeping that up for years, the people at Bulbapedia, do a lot better job at cataloging this and like archiving stuff like this. This blows my mind.
Yes, that gray's pretty blue, and it's also got a lot of red. I don't know about this one. Okay, that looks blue to me. Herdier looks brown with blue on its tail and body. I don't agree with this. Stoutland, an argument could be made because the bottom part is much more gray, but this thing is blue and brown. Pick one of those two, not gray. Very gray, very gray, very gray. Weird blue and kind of brown.
That's a weird Drilbur.
That's more, these two look more brown than gray to me.
Those are brown.
When you get the darker colors like that, they're harder to compare.
I literally feel like going in, designing a Pokemon, like, right, because we know like kind of their process where it's got like, there's like 3 sort of revisions that they do, right, when removing it from something like an animal type, right? Like, just go in, what does this classify as? What is this? And if you're like, well, Excadrill is going to be so it's a ground steel type, it's a mole, we're gonna make it brown and red, right? You make sure to design it brown and red. I can see, I guess, maybe like, I think they're going for the face, I think they're going for the steel bits, right? Maybe, like, but that's not the majority, right? Like because it's steel typing, the metal bits make sense, right? But like, I don't know. I think this is another example of type triumphing over color theory. Again, like, this does not read as gray to me. Sure, it's steel type, and we can logically say this is why, because it's got metal diggy bits on it, because it's spin underground, right? But like, this isn't gray. That's not gray.
They like, it's harder to tell the difference, you know? But yeah, gray enough.
Sure.
Gray enough.
No.
Whirlipede is
Conch is yellow.
Whirlipede is a pale purple.
That's purple, my guy.
I don't agree with it being purple.
I disagree.
I guess Zorua looks more bluish or purple
I would have given it black.
than Zoroark, but it's a tougher color to judge, so I guess gray's fine. Zoroark, body's definitely gray. Okay, yeah, Minccino gray, yep, gray, gray.
Sure.
I agree with all of these. I agree with all of these.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
You're on a better. Okay, this has a little bit of a purplish tint,
I'll
but
give it
not
gray.
enough to disqualify. What? Grubbin is white, orange, yellow, and brown. None of those colors are gray.
Nope, clearly gray.
Yeah, gray enough. Glycopod.
I kind of hate this. Like, I mean, I would put it it depends. Like on Sun and Moon, I would classify this as a very light blue. In this, it's a very light green. I guess I'm biased because I really love Golisopod. I very much love it. Please give it literally anything other than Emergency X's hidden ability. I am begging you. Oh my god, please make this thing actually competitively viable. Just get rid of its emergency exit ability. I hate it. Dude, it sucks because First Impression already, like, was it on Durant now? Or like the other Pokemon at First Impression? Bro, where's my Golisopod love? They absolutely shafted this thing. Like, the whole shtick of like emergency exit to like First Impression over and over. They literally got like, gave its move to other things now. I hate that so much. Yeah, I guess I'd classify it as gray.
That is a weird color that I don't really know how to define, so I guess gray is fine. Gray enough. Closer to white.
Sure.
Honestly. Oh, this is cool. They got all of them in there. But yeah, closer to white. Definitely gray, definitely gray.
I see, what do you call it? I see Silvally, and I just think of Alpharad, too many types. I just see that, whereas whatever the type is.
Definitely gray. Definitely gray. Yep, I love Marshadow. Sorry, that's why I paused on it.
That was great. Melton, no metal, sure.
I guess.
It's the jumpsuit and the face and hair. I get it.
I feel like its head's white, its body's reddish orange, black, white, and gray. So gray's fine.
Obstagoon.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I knew gray was gonna be a weird one. A lot of weird colors. All right.
Yeah, gray is, pun intended, gray area. Like that was kind of a wild ride.
Yes. All right.
This is white.
Good so far. Good amount.
Togepi's clear. I don't have the energy to scream into the void right now. What part of this says white? Dude, this list has hands. This list has drained me of life. What is this list? What is happening?
What? Mareep is yellow. It's so yellow. Yellow with a blue body. No, no, no. Mareep, get out of here. You are not in the proper category. Galarian Corsola, yep. What? Linoon, you are so... Okay, this one, yes.
That one's a
half
weird
white,
one.
half black. They picked white, but
like if they have to consider regional variants that change colors, like Gastrodon, like it gets so strange.
This one is brown, white, yeah.
Well, technically, Gastrodon is an improper thing. More like muck and a lowland muck. That would be the better comparison there.
Yep. Okay.
Sure.
This line is like a lot of white, a lot of green. They picked white, which is fine with me. This one? Excuse me, snowy form? No, it's the hail form. Hail, yeah. This is white.
Just make it gray. What's happening?
Its body is like purple. It's like the orb is like purplish indigo-ish. The rest of it, I guess, is like kind of. I don't know if I fully agree with this. I agree with that. Yes.
Sure,
yes.
Sure.
That is acceptable to me.
Sure.
Delayed again. Half white, half green.
Whatever.
They picked white. White. Dialga.
Oh my god. Yeah, this was the other one. No, I'm not getting gaslit to think Dialga is anything other than blue. That's not how color works. That is not how That's not how color works. No, that's not how that works in any way, shape, or form. Sure, it's armor. I get that. But what's the body? The body is literally 2 shades of blue. No, I refuse to believe this is white. I'm not getting gaslit.
Is blue as hell. Yes, like the white parts aren't even white. They're like silver. It's
steel, yeah.
Dialga is so blue. It's
this hurts.
Blue dabba dee dabba die. Yes, that is white. White with yellow. Yep.
Yeah, they get pink though. That should be in white.
Yep. All right, back to a good stretch of colors that I think makes, and they ruined it.
Bro, what are we doing here? Like why are we here? Just to suffer? What's the funny Metal Gear Solid meme? What? Huh? No, that's not how color works. You even have gender dimorphism to classic blue and pink, right? Genders respective, blue and pink. Come on now.
This one is blue. This one is pink. This one is blue. This one is pink. Not a single one of these should be in the white. Like, yes, is the mustache white? Yes. This one doesn't have a mustache, so Frillish, absolutely. But these, like even the poofy pearls on this one are like have a pinkish tint. Hardcore disagree. White, yep.
Sure.
Yep, half white, half blue. They picked white, fair enough.
Whatever,
White.
sure.
What? It's not white. That is a tan.
Gray.
Tan poof. Like the body is like bluish, pale. It's like desaturated purple or something. Rufflet shouldn't be here. Yep, white is good. Butterfree, they went by the wing color. Volcarona, they went by the body color.
Sure.
So
yes,
what are you gonna do?
That's weird.
Very.
If they literally assigned this anything other than white, people would riot. Because, you know, it's core game with Zekrom, Pokemon Black, and Pokemon White. Right? Technically, Kyurem, I think Kyurem was gray actually on the list, which does make sense. Oh my god, this list is throwing me for a loop.
Very white. Well, like green or gray would have made more sense. Icy snow. Okay, yeah, these ones are interesting because they're flowers.
It's because they're going for base body color on this one because the flowers change. I understand why they put it here.
Change color, but their actual bodies are always white. And
yeah.
when you get here, it gets a lot more green though.
Florges should be green.
Florges should have been moved to green.
Florges should be green, but it's kept in because of Floette and Flabebe. It's because they try to keep evolution lines together.
Man, it's just this thing's head. These should be black. I feel like they've got a lot more black on them Black or gray than white.
Black or gray fits the dark type a lot better.
Definitely white. Still white. Yep. Oh, these are pink. This is pink. I know it's got white on it, but that has a pinkish hue. This has a lot of pink on it.
I'm okay with that being white, actually.
White makes sense. Yep, I know it's got the purple cloak, but most of its body is still white. Half and half.
White,
Picked one.
I mean, at that point, I'd accept either green or yellow at this point. I think green would be way better, but I understand why they put it in white.
Okay, yeah, I know it's got the floofs. It's got the white floofs, but it's also a lot of green. Very white, yes.
Yeah.
Fun.
I'll take it.
Dipping dots of doom, but still a lot of white. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Yep. We're on a better
I love Cursaw. I love my spooky cursed coral tree.
stretch of ones that make sense, and kind of a little tan. A little into the tan category.
I would put that in brown or yellow, honestly.
Oh, this is, there's multiple kinds of, multiple forms of all creamy here that they're classifying as white, which is interesting. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
We're done with this one. The
Duraludon should be gray.
final color on the list is black and Mega Charizard X.
I'm already gonna hate this.
Yeah, it's black and blue. All right.
Yeah.
These make sense. Snorlax.
Oh my god, come on, my guy. Oh, it's not hard. Bro, what about that says black? Like, dude, this list is FUBAR. I can't actually spell out the acronym. Those that know what it is, this list is FUBAR.
I feel like it's more blue. Maybe green. Doesn't look dark enough to be considered black, in my opinion.
I'd consider blue.
Like, look at Snorlax. And look at Alolan Raticate. Very clearly different shades. Umbreon, perfect sense.
Yeah.
Murkrow,
I would say blue.
you're treading into blue, but a lot of times you see Murkrow looking more black, so Murkrow makes sense. Unknown, yes.
Yeah, like in Johto Journeys, it shows up more black. That one's kind of a wild card.
Sneasel, yes. Yes, could have gone yellow. That's another half and half one.
I'd say yellow.
What? Spoink is clearly gray. What?
That is actually gray though. That is messed up.
What? Spoink is not black. Spoink is gray. Dark enough, yeah. Claydol, I feel like a lot of times I've seen Claydol look more brown, but I guess that's fine. That is blue or gray. That is not black. At least this Shuffet art is not dark enough to be black. Bennett, really looking gray there. Looking gray. Looking gray. Looking navy.
That's a blue.
Like the same colors as Swellow. And Swellow is blue. Its head and tail are black.
Grats. Yeah, its face and tail are black. You know what else it is? Green and blue. Either or. I would have accepted either or personally, even yellow because of the feet. Chaudot's kind of a wild card. There's a lot going on with this design, to be fair. Like, I disagree with, I don't know. I think because what, oh god, what is it? What's rejection and what is all? Black is absorbing all colors. White is reflecting all colors. I'm trying to remember how that works. I guess if black is absorbing all colors, this technically might make sense.
None of the rest of its body is. I guess. Okay, Munchlax is even. It's even.
That's green.
Lighter than freaking Snorlax. Munchlax is green. Come on. Yeah, I'm good with Weavile. You're really gray in my opinion. You are very gray.
Gray.
Yes. 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 You are a menagerie of colors. I guess the eyes are black, so I guess that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I guess. Yeah, I guess they're dark. They're dark enough.
I feel like him and I are they like we're both just done with this list at this point. Like this list has hands.
Like Chandelure, it's only like the arms, quote unquote. But I guess that's good enough. Zekrom, obviously. Scatter.
Wild! Zekrom's in black. My God. Oh, didn't see that coming.
Bug. Yeah. This one they went for the black over. Okay, these two. Okay, they're not green anymore. I guess that makes sense. There's a lot of the green.
I could see it.
Percentage went way down.
Personally, I would honestly put these in green if we're going defining characteristics like Dredagon red. But clearly they're going. Like, that's the thing. They're not even going to fight. Like, this list is so inconsistent. Why is the list inconsistent? Come on now. Come on, Pokemon, please. Oh my god, like Dredagon's head is red, but so this by this logic, this should be green. But no, like, oh, green's not the defining color here. It's clearly black. Okay, like Dredagon's blue. No. Dredagon's red. Oh my god, please. Just end it. End my suffering.
Pick a peck, half and half. Yeah, more black. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, we're almost to the end here.
Sure. Yeah.
We're on a good stretch.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think that's it. Yes, it is. All right, guys, so those were all of the colorations of Pokemon officially according to Pokemon Home. And like I said, there were a lot that didn't make much sense. Some of them were like kind of a middle of the ground area, but some of them like...
Some of them were bad. Like, some of them are just objectively wrong.
Particularly the ones that stand out to me are Bronzor and Milotic. Really, like, I know there are others too, but those really stick out to me as like just completely wrong. But thank you guys so much for watching, and an extra special thanks to my patrons over on Patreon, such as the wonderful Benjamin Lambert, who gave me the idea for this video. If you want to help support me in the same way as they are, which helps to combat the fluctuating nature of a YouTuber business, the link to do so is in the description below. Also, if you want to check out some more of my fun Pokemon content, I recommend these videos here. All right, that's all I have for now. So till next time, big fans. Gotta catch them all.
I like that he kept the outro. That outro has been a thing for years. I love it. Dude, that list had hands. That list was so foobar. I can smell colors. I can see sounds. I have a headache from that. That list had hands. That was rough. Definitely go check out the original video, especially if you have not. Awesome. It's really cool to see him still doing Pokemon content after all these years. It's honestly super cool. Definitely go check out his content. And I'm gonna go decompress, work off this headache. I'll see you in the next one.